It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First play, going to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. And Howe will throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. In motion left goes Myers. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. He got his man complete through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play, go for the big one, and they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it, because they can work it perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get him as the idea.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Here's second and 7. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Devontae Smith, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott Good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that. Now throwing on first down here. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First on a gain of 15.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking right side, that's complete to Watkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. On first and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught just inside the 10. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken hold. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott Good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, his early struggles can... Oh, they try to line him on the return. Now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, that
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. He's got it complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 42 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Howell. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Howell from the gun.
because that's a different for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and booked the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Howell looking to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here's Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. And once more, Howell back to the air. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. On the option to give the Swift here. And they'll take this one up to about the 13.
Back-to-back 4 runs. Now, they just do that all the way down. The ball ends up in the end zone. It's a little difficult to do.
They get to 3rd and 2. That defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2. Broken up. Well, the contact low down there, and now 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipas now. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, Howell now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. That's out to the flat for Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can work with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to a 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 13. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
What I see so far with this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, when they want 1 conversion, a handful of attempts, one area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on
on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Powell's throw there complete to Myers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off-play action. It's out. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Powell now to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the 45-yard line.
First down, how to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35.
One last shot before the break. Howell. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And an Eagle first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing here, Howell. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for Washington. First down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Dotson in motion right. On 3rd down, Robinson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Boys, you got this.
Howell. That is caught. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
You gotta do it.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. 4th down, Howell. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Together, defense! Together! Together, defense!
This a 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
On the play. That's good for a Commander's first down.
On 1st down, Howell. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now throwing on 1st down here. It's out wide here for Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's Knight on the handoff. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's another.
And Howell will throw it.
First down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there. As that will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, Howell. That's caught by Myers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Faking the handoff. Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has been a lot.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Brown. He's across midfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. Oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off Byron Jones, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
Great.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one too low. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. This is caught by Robinson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Powell looking to throw again. And now here's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. They get the huge lead now. Interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 52, Commanders 15. Jake Elliott to kick
Now
off
after
for
the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this